Welcome back to my channel, Paul, an aging hippie. Today I'm going to do what I promised last week, and that is I'm going to do a little tribute to the founding member of Supertramp, Richard Davies, who died unfortunately last week. I was going to redo the track Crime of the Century from Crime of the Century, but because the album is one of the best albums of all time, every single track is listenable and as good as the next. I'm going to do a different track. Find out which one after this. Who was Supertramp? Well, Richard Davies, who this tribute is today, he was an English musician best known as founder, vocalist and keyboardist of the rock band Supertramp. And as I said, he died earlier this month. He was the band's only constant member and wrote or co-wrote songs including Bloody Well Right and Goodbye Stranger. He was best known for his rhythmic blues piano solos, jazz-tinged progressive rock compositions and cynical lyrics. When he decided to form a new band in 1969, he placed an advert in the magazine Melody Maker. Roger Hodgson was auditioned, and despite their contrasting backgrounds, they struck up an instant rapport and began writing virtually all of their songs together. They became one of the first acts to sign to the emerging UK branch of A&M Records, and by the summer of 1970 they had recorded their first album. After 5 years of Davies and Hodgson as the mainstays of a continuously changing group, Supertramp settled into a stable lineup and recorded Crime of the Century, which finally brought them critical and commercial success when it was released in 1974. It's a track from that album that we're going to listen to today. I've always said it's in my top 2 of all-time favourite albums, mostly because every single track on the album is listenable to. It's very rarely you find an album where every single track is as good as the others. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe, like, very important to like, and comment in the comment section. Let me know what you'd like me to play. Let me know what you think of the song that I played today. Okay, so without any further ado, Supertramp from the album Crime of the Century, Dreamer. was Dreamer from Crime of the Century, the album Crime of the Century, Supertramp. Now, the album itself reached number 4 on the UK albums chart, and their albums consistently scored high on the charts, though their singles were only moderately successful. Dreamer only managed to peak at number 13 on the UK singles chart, though it's probably the most memorable single of all. Now, Davies' relationship with Hodgson was changing, and the two began writing most of the songs separately, though they still credited dual writership, mainly because of contractual issues. Now, what about me in 1974? Well, I was still sleeping on other people's sofas, spending my days and evenings either pissed or stoned, listening mostly to Supertramp. As I say, it's one of the most complete albums ever. I did get into petty theft from cars, and that was mainly to finance my substance abuse. And the law did eventually catch up with me, and I was sentenced to 3 years in prison. I'm not proud of it, and we'll have more about that in a later video. I had met Olive on the eve of that year, so I was hopelessly in love, and I feared losing her. Though I needn't have worried, because the love must have been mutual, and she visited me almost every week. When she didn't have the money for the fare, she'd bunk a train or hitchhike. And I have to say, her visits only resolved my commitment, really, to clean myself up and change my ways. I did earn remission for good behaviour and was released in February 1976. So that's 1974, and my tribute to a great musician who, like I say, sadly died. Last week it was. Richard Davies. I was very sad to hear of it. Okay, so I'll see you again very, very soon. I do love you all. You take care now. Bye-bye for now.